Well, the project came together at the beginning of the year when we worked out that we could get a community arts grant, and how we were going to use that to fulfil the brief, which was to connect the community with the school, so the school, the parish and the greater community. And we thought, given the resources that we had, which were minimal, that we all had a voice, and that I'd had some experience as a choral director and an orchestral director, but also as a music educator, that I could possibly put a choir together that connected the parishes. And that seems to have worked really well, and we have had one performance at our confirmation ceremony, and that was fabulous. And then we're now having our Christmas concert, as you can see. We started by engaging the parent body first of the school, and just so putting general notes in the newsletters. I'm a parent at the school, so sort of gathering people as I went and just unabashedly asking everyone I could possibly find. And from that we got about 10 to 15. So we've had fluctuating changes in personnel through the year. And we just started very gently over a number of weeks. Then when we felt like we had a core group established, we moved on and invited members of the parish to be part of the choir, and we got quite a good response. We got a lot of husband and wife teams. That's where all our men came from. We've had since parents from the school come and join the choir, so that was really good. I think we just needed a few to get the ball rolling. And I have people that are not even connected to the school but know a friend of a friend who knows somebody, that there used to be a choir once upon a time in a certain place, and now that's no longer going. So they made the trip to have a try out with us, and they thought it was great, so they kept on singing. And so we've had completely unrelated people in the end singing in the choir, but from the original, parent group and parish group. I think it's been significant for many, and just provided connections, greater connections than just dropping a child off at school and going again. I think for members of the parish, that is their outing of the week. That is what they do. That's their way of expressing themselves. And so there are some that just would not miss a rehearsal and structure their life around just getting to the rehearsal, which is really lovely. The impact has been on a number of levels. I think there's the impact of, like tonight, there'll be a number of parents singing in the community choir with their children who are singing on stage. So it's that connection. It's the modelling of singing for the whole student body, and that it's something that Grandma does and Auntie Susie does, and generally people who they know. It's not something that somebody else does or you put in a black box in the corner. And I just think for school events, making our liturgies much more meaningful for all the things that the children are involved in, communions and confirmations and reconciliation, that's really provided such a community focus. So we just seem to get more people in through the doors. It creates the ceremony across the whole school and not just the select few that happen to be involved. And so it's given me the opportunity to use my professional skills again, and also all the other things that everybody else has benefited from, being connected to the community. I'm also very passionate about music education and having musical experiences with integrity, and they can be all positive and fun, but being driven by skills and a process behind it, rather than, gee, we have to get a concert together, let's put on a CD, what can we sing? But having a process throughout the year. So it's sort of coupled with my teaching, because it's teaching where I've come from, and when you're in the performing arts, that's the end result. So it's not necessarily just process and product, but it's kind of organic. It's just the connection of all those things together and how it works on the day. So I've got the big concert tonight, and I'm thinking, well, it will be what it will be. There's all the variables that happen. You expect something wonderful, but if it doesn't, that's fine. There's no particular ego attached, only that I like to do a good job. but after that, it has to have its own life. So I think it's sustained through the membership of different people from different areas of the community. I'm fortunate because a lot of my friends are music teachers, so I've got my friend Amy who teaches at Frankston Secondary, and Sam who teaches at Rosebud Secondary, and Kathy who's maternity leave, but she's a music teacher as well. So I have a few people who can help sustain that link into the community. But I think by putting on special events and possibly singing outside of our community, we haven't done that yet. So that's probably another step. So we've sung in the church, we're singing here tonight, we're singing in the church Christmas Eve for the family service. So we've got these two performances to look forward to. And have the break, work on Easter, and then possibly I would like to do something a bit musically different, you know, maybe a bit more contemporary, or you know, from different cultures or something like that, and maybe present something to the public. So I don't know, we've got a few venues around here that we could use, or whether there's an arts festival we could tap into or something like that. So we'll just see. Only that it's I think that, you know, it's had a modicum of success because of a really good principal behind you that is very interested in maintaining those connections and that sort of thing. So it's sort of, you know, I know it looks like a sort of one-horse driven carriage, but it's not really, because of, you know, the other people. It's the members that come in from the choir that actually make it what it is. And it's the balance between, you know, you want to sing reasonably well, but at the same time you want to be open to everyone. So I think it's the people that have come every week. I mean, it couldn't have kept going unless they were there. So, and I think it tapped into a need that, you know, there's sort of, I feel something different happening in the community, and a need for maybe this connection and in this particular way.